So I don't know what Veronica wants. Because there's so many places that we've been to that I'm thinking she could have done some dialogue. I mean, oh, we might be able to go down Nelson Way now that the NCR know us. Because that was the thing, because he was like, oh, I don't know you, I don't know whose side you're on. Kind of thing. We could try going into the strip now. So we have to go around, we'll go around this wall until we can find a way in. Maybe that will trigger something from her? Ah. I don't know. It's kind of... It's bothering me because she's like, oh, I want to see where people are settling. And I'm like, okay, let's go to all the places that are settlements. And she's like, nah, it's not what I want. Have we been in, we have been in Camp McCarran. I'm going to pop into Camp McCarran again, I think. Because, well, that's a doorway here, isn't it? Lots of bangs and noises. And combat music. Okay, we're detected. We're not in combat. Okay. I mean, you normally look at me, don't you? What?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Yeah, that'd be stealing your stuff. I mean, is there anything in here? Major!
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
You're having trouble with the fiends?
Damn right I am. And I'm paying bounties. I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done. That sound like something that interests you?
Potentially. Might be. Give me their names.
First one calls herself Violet. God knows why. The name is the prettiest thing about her. Spends most of her time with a pack of vicious dogs. Then there's Driver Nafai. He's fast and he's brutal. Killed about a dozen of my men with a goddamn driver iron. Hence his name. And finally, Cook. Rapist, pyromaniac, and damn good chef if you believe the fiends we've captured. Probably the craziest of the lot. I'm not gonna feed you any bullshit. These aren't your common Vegas trash. They've all killed good NCR men, and plenty of mercs too.
Oh, damn.
You go after them, any of them, you're in for a hell of a fight. So, which one is it gonna be?
Can I just put all of them down on my list and just... Okay, Violet.
Violet it is. Wish I could give you more advice on how to bring her down, but we know less about her than the other 2. Just watch out for the dogs. She raises them herself. Might as well be their mother. They never leave her side.
Where can I find her?
Good question. Fiend territory is southeast of here, but they range all over the area. None of them stays in any one place for long.
Anything else I need to know?
One more thing. If you want the full reward, you need to bring me a recognizable head. My superiors need proof they're gone.
Okay, no energy weapons.
That means no headshots, no decapitations till after they're dead, and no damage to the face. If you want to be safe, aim for the chest.
Yeah.
You bring me a head that looks like a rotten tomato, people will be doubting, and I won't be authorized to pay the entire bounty. Good luck to you, and don't get careless.
I will probably do that. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Okay, so should I just go for that then? Is there anything? Part of me want. Okay, let's have a proper look around the airport because we didn't really do that. Around the the inside terminal building, because we didn't really do that last time. We did. Yeah, we just basically went in, had a chat with him, didn't we? Yeah.
Hello.
So what are our other options? There's a door.
I'm usually good with faces, but I don't think I've seen you here before. What brings you to Camp McCarran?
I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I might be able to help with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Okay. I bet I could make the Legion prisoner talk. I might be able to, like, you know, properly do it and chat with them. Maybe. I could say that.
I have Lieutenant Boyd on that already, and she's excellent, but I think she's hit a wall. Talk to her if you like. See if she has any use for you.
Okay.
Her office is right above mine, but I think she might be interrogating right now. So she'd be upstairs on the other side of the building.
Okay. Who are the fiends?
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them. And they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
Well, okay. Well, I'll put that on my list.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
Oh dear. I can look into who's leaking it.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements. And it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Okay. Captain Curtis. Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
Yeah, what challenges do you face?
Everything was going according to President Campbell's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the Strip, and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
You seem calm given that things are as bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
Okay, so that's a load of new things to work on. So we go upstairs. I guess that's that. So interrogation is on that side. So let's head up. Inaccessible. Harley wants the quick save.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
I think so. Do you need any help?
Yeah. So far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
That a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
Okay, what do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
I just tried calling you purple names. What about a truth drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Why don't you just beat him senseless? Because that doesn't work. Have you tried calling him hurtful names?
Yes. And one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye.
That doesn't do any... That's just terrible. No, that won't work.
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic.
Because it doesn't work.
There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't? No, absolutely not.
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Yeah, I object to the use of violence against prisoners of war. Also, it doesn't work. It never works. It's better to make him an offer. He clearly wants... There's part of him that really wants to cooperate, wants to be here, otherwise he would have killed himself instead of being captured. So you've got to find out what he wants and work with that. Like... Oh, it's really odd that you, like, most people before they're captured try and kill themselves, but you didn't. Why is that? Let him fill it in. Make it a conversation. Yeah, I object to the use. It doesn't work.
Ah, tear my heart out, why don't you? Well, maybe you can find a way to play with his mind. Get him out of his comfort zone.
Thank you.
People lose their heads and say things they regret. Especially if they underestimate you. This dickhead would underestimate a nuclear missile. Plenty of ways to skin a cat, as they say. Hey, what if we skinned him?
He'd be dead.
He wouldn't be so smug then.
No, he'd be dead and we wouldn't get any information out of him. Okay, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Right. Just gonna unequip my weapon.
Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
On a pike?
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
Alright.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Okay. So is it all... Oh. Oh, right, okay. Let's talk.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
Yeah. I'm with the Legion. I'm here to kill you before you talk. No. Because then it's like... Okay. No, why are we just insulting him? You're about to tell me everything you know, Silas.
Of course, of course. All you had to do was ask. I'll tell you everything I know. Let's see. I know that you're a brainless cretin. I know that you're wasting your time. I know the lieutenant is going to be disappointed in you. And I know that by this time next month, the streets of New Vegas will be decorated with the decaying heads of NCR soldiers. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Yeah, I want to know how such a big court... How did you get caught so easily?
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you must miss giving orders now that all your men are dead.
Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors.
Sounds to me like you were too gutless to follow Caesar's orders.
I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll
All
spill
right.
your guts all over this room. Get away from me.
Okay, so I just have to attack you.
Get away from me.
Well, that's annoying. Or are you coming in now?
Is something the matter, Silus? You look upset. Here, maybe you'd better step out for a moment. You've upset him.
Okay.
Your friend is a miserable fucking degenerate.
I don't know. I thought he seemed like a nice guy.
If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have him torn apart by dogs.
That's a long walk, Silus. I don't think it's gonna happen. You'd better just talk.
Your tactics are a joke.
If you don't like dealing with me, I can bring my friend back in.
Both of you can rot.
Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.